I will tell the atheist that when I was in school, I passed my standard 10 in 1982. I had learned in science and in geography that the sun, it revolved in the universe, but it did not rotate about its own axis. They will say, is this what is mentioned in the Quran? That the sun does not rotate about the axis? I said, no. This is what I learned in school in 1982. About 28 years back, when I was in school, I learned in school that the sun, though it revolved in the universe, it did not rotate about its own axis. But Quran says in Surah Anbiya, chapter number 21, verse number 33, Huwa allazi khalaqa al-layla wan-nahara. It is He who has created the night and the day. Wash-shamsa wal-qamar, the sun and the moon. Kullun fi falaki yasbahun, each one traveling in orbit with its own motion. The Arabic word used here is yasbahun, derived from Arabic word sabaha, which describes the motion of a moving body. When I use this word, yasbahun or sabaha, for a person who is on the floor, it will not mean he is rolling on the floor. It will mean he is either walking or running on the floor. If I use it for a person in water, it will not mean he is floating. It will mean he is swimming. Similarly, when the Quran mentions this word for a celestial body, it will not mean it is flying in the air. It will mean it is moving while it is rotating about its own axis. So Quran says the sun and the moon, besides revolving, it also rotates about its own axis. And today, with the special equipment, you can have the image of the sun on a tabletop, and we see that the sun has got black spots. And it takes approximately 25 days for these black spots to complete one rotation, indicating that the sun takes about 25 days to complete one rotation. And today, if you go to school, you will find that this thing has been incorporated in the school textbooks. That the sun is not stationary, it rotates about its own axis. So what you came to know 30 years back, 40 years back, is mentioned in the Quran 1400 years ago. Who could have mentioned this in the Quran? That the sun rotates about its own axis? And the atheist will be silent. Don't wait for his answer. You continue. Today science tells us that the sunlight we have is due to a chemical reaction taking place. And this is taking place since billions of years. And one day, this chemical reaction will stop. And the sun will cease to exist, and so will life on the face of the earth. But the scientists say this will take another couple of billion years. This is what the scientists discovered a couple of hundred years before. Quran mentioned 1400 years ago in Surah Yasin, chapter number 36, verse number 38. وَالشَّمْسَ تَجْرِي لِمُسْتَقَرٍ لَهَا. That the sun is running its course for a period determined, for a term determined, to a place determined. Today science tells us that one day the sun will extinguish and it will stop. That means it is there for a particular period. Science also tells us that the sun, along with the solar system, it is moving to a point in the universe which is called as Herculean, called as Alpha Lyra, at the speed of 12 miles per second to a point which is called as solar apex. So the Quran says the sun is there for a period determined and moving to a point determined. And today science tells the same thing. What science tells us today, Quran has mentioned 1400 years ago. Who could have mentioned this in the Quran? The atheist will be silent. Don't wait for his reply. You can continue. Today science tells us that the atmosphere that we have above the earth, it prevents the harmful radiation from entering into the earth. If this atmosphere, the sky, wouldn't have been there,